First off, I'm grateful for the audience given. It's truly a privilege, I appreciate it a lot. Time is of the essence, and time in your presence should be a time of reverence, but it seems that we ain't got a lot. So I'll cut to the chase. Your greatness, I'm here seeking counsel over the affairs of the state, so please forgive me your grace. I could be bugging, but I just barged in, cause this one couldn't wait. Great shepherd, your sheep been led astray. Us corrupt armies march on the stomach to disarray. We stuck in misery, surrounded by dismay. Speak the word that'll carry your children back to the way. If you pick up your guitar and strum away and
give us the wisdom, let us the freedom. We love you, preach the unity that you wanted us to reach. We like the vision and ignite the mission. Looking past our differences as one nation as we sing. Tiene pamosi, timaomosi. That's the way that we should go. Tiene pamosi, timaomosi.
The expectation of man, but man is falling out of hand. Specialization arose and mutual aid couldn't stand. Hunger, poverty, thrive in the abundance of land. The simply join the fellowship of man of purpose is still grand. I know this isn't what you planned because I read it. You articulated the God and how to implement it. Now he that knows later surely will soon regret it. Overrun by the beast, even though we're the ones that bred it. Our freedom has been sold for a song. A Kimberly brick home is considered luxury too. If this was 91, we'll weather the storm. It's easy to find folks, but better's only done by a few.
Give us the wisdom and let us the freedom. And love you, preach the unity that you wanted us to reach. We like the vision, ignite the mission. Looking past our differences as one nation as we sing. Tiene pamosi, timaomosi. That's the way that we should go. Tiene pamosi, timaomosi.
Evening as the sun sets, we all gather around to see wisdom in motion, poetry in the wave of every sound. You speak, we pay attention, so generations can feed off our reverberations. Unique are the conversations catering for the soul's emancipation and fulfilling our soul expectations. Free from the animal in man that silence the lambs in their Hannibal stands. To free every child, woman, and man despite their creed, clan from this global hypnotic trance, so that together we can advance. Yes, surely. Surely before this library burns down, may the great one find rest. The record has long been set with a levy for second place. So we stand as one band and your words are the suture. Take your final stand. Take your final stand as a link to the past and a guide to the future.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Alright, sounds by JD Sabanji right there. Oh my goodness, the lyricalness to that, the poeticism to it. Well, he is in the building, he is in the house tonight, he's in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, JD, welcome to Pan African Radio.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
It's an honor, it's a privilege just to be here, man.
It's a privilege to have you. It's a privilege to have you. Now, for some people who might be wondering, okay, so who's JD? Who's JD Sabanji? Well, tell us a little bit about JD Sabanji.
JD Sabanji is a Zambian-born, Lusaka born and bred hip-hop artist, spoken word poet, performer, songwriter. Yeah.
Well, interesting. How did you, JD Sabanji? So JD initials?
Yeah, so my full name is Sibanji Job Daniel Zibusiso Cholwe. So we just go by JD normally, just so we avoid the whole paragraph. Yeah.
Well, the artistry that comes in, I always find it like I always like to know how artists come up with their names. Like I always like the story behind it.
Well, I had a lot of names before. I remember, everybody was an Eminem fan, so at first I was called Slim J. Then at some point it just became NK Slim. Then became Naughty Kid. It means so many things, but then just went back to the roots and just with my original name there. Because Sibanji is unique in itself, so it's just like, hey, this could work.
Interesting.
I went by JD, but then I remember somebody just calling me recently, asking me if I know that Janet Jackson is married to a JD. It's like, everybody knows Jermaine Dupri. So we had to add add the Sibanji to it, so that even for the searches it would be easier for everybody to find.
Exactly. Okay, that's a good one. Well, JD, today's a big day for you.
Yes, today's a huge day.
Yeah, today's a big day for you, and in spite of you having a big day, it's a privilege to actually have you this afternoon. Now, you have your Rise Up album listening party.
Yes.
And before we get into the album, let's just get into the song that I just played before we got into it. What's the inspiration behind the song? It's a KK song?
Yes, it's a KK song. So how this actually came about is, I was raised in a regime or in a time when they were denting KK's name, and all that we knew about him was usually negative. Until I came across some guy who was like defending his thesis, and he was writing about Zambian humanism, and I actually learned what KK was trying to bring across, and I was like, whoa, this could actually have worked if we had actually put in more work and effort as a nation to have our own ideology and not just borrowed ideologies and how the country should be run. Because he was trying to just flip the table and just turn everything on its head and just have what he called Zambian humanism. So the song itself is just like calling out to KK to give us that wisdom and that knowledge that would get us back on track, so we can be able to just build our nation as we're supposed to.
All right. So the name of the album is Rise Up. How many tracks are in the album?
We've got 9 tracks on the album.
Okay. Yeah. Can you run us through the names of the tracks, or we have to wait for the listening party?
We have to wait for the listening party.
Wow! Oh my goodness! Now, look at me here. That was me trying to trap.
That was a try.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Well, all right. So the listening party. Let's get into that. Why the name Rise Up as the album?
So actually, this album's been 5 years in the making.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man. Okay. And the title "Rise Up" stems from after George Floyd's death in the year 2020. If you notice, there's a lot of uprisings across the world. People were just protesting against the colonial imperialist regimes that are still having a hold of the countries. There were statues of Cecil Rhodes and Livingston that were falling in different countries and things like that. So Rise Up was stemmed from there. So actually, it came up when it wasn't meant to be a project, but stemmed up to be so much more than just a song. Somebody sent me a beat, and that was the frequency and the energy I was on. So I started writing to that beat, and there were so many themes that were addressed in the Rise Up song itself, and was just like, yo, this needs to be so much more. So Rise Up was So that's the story behind it.
Awesome. And we can't wait for it, though. I personally can't wait for it. And
I'm excited to actually have this release now.
So tell us where's the event? Where's the listening party happening?
So the listening party will be happening today, starting from 18 hours to 21 at La Bonne Vie in Ibex Hill, Salama Park. And it's near the Ibex Hub.
All right. And the price to it, how much is the tickets?
No, this one's open.
Okay, so it's open. This one's free.
Free.
No tickets attached to it. So
we have tickets for tomorrow's event, which will be the release party.
Okay.
We have a release party because today, the album is actually coming out tomorrow, so at least people have the privilege to just have a sneak peek.
So that's the idea behind the listening party this evening.
Yeah.
Awesome. Tell us, JD, how many? I think I have one more song which I will play and get into, and but over the years, how long has your music career been, and how do you find it going? How do you see it going?
Well, it's actually going well. It's been on I've had a very laid back approach to music, because it's just jumping on stages here and there. Because I do spoken word poetry as well. I've been recording since I think about 10 years now. Yeah, 2015 is when I actually released my first project. I was recording before that, but like nothing really came out. Yeah. So I've had maybe like 4 projects out now. Yeah. So it's going quite well.
He's seasoned now. You get into a season. We're trying to get them features of Yo Maps.
Well, we can't wait for that one. You know, that would be a good one. And where can people find your work? Where can they get to listen to JD Sabanji's music?
So Spotify, Apple, Boomplay. A lot of Zambians love Boomplay. So yeah.
Boomplay.
So yeah, JD Sabanji, you can be able to find some albums there. But then I've also got some stuff on my SoundCloud and Audio Mac, and you can be able to also find more music there. Yeah, just JD Sabanji is the name across all the platforms.
Let's talk about a little bit about the album a little bit more. What does this album launch mean to you? What does it mean, you know, personally as an artist, and also even for the bigger audience?
So Rise Up in its theme itself. It's very Pan-African, like the radio station.
Appreciate it.
Releasing on Africa Day or Africa Freedom Day tomorrow, because it's just a call. It's a beckoning call to all Africans to be able to just realize who they are, the potential that they carry, and also just to also forego most of the notions of who we think we are because of what we've been determined by the West, but also just to look into a history that goes beyond and before slavery. You know, so it's just for Africans to be able to realize their value and recapture their essence and be able to communicate that in every sphere of life.
All right, and the official launch tomorrow is, where's the location tomorrow?
The Promised Land, the Caribbean restaurant that's in Ibex Hill.
Main Street. Opposite Dream Valley.
Yeah.
Opposite
Dream Valley.
For those who want to find themselves there, what time is it? Just let us know what time is it?
13 to 21.
Yeah, so it's also starting at 13 to 21. It'll be actually a whole family event because we're going to have time for people to just have a brush up and sip up. If you want to have a painting experience, we're working with Muzu Art Gallery and the Muzu Art Collective. So it's just various artists. There'll be
a fashion show,
yeah,
art exhibition.
Yeah,
tell them.
Art exhibition is some incredible artists that we're working with. So, yeah, it'll be food and drinks on sale as well. Did I mention the fashion parade? Oh yeah, there'll be dances as well. The live performances also from some local artists. The live performances will be even. So it's a whole party. It's a whole family fun day. Just celebrating the album, celebrating Africanacity and African liberation. Yeah, just something for African Day.
All right, and JD, there's something that I do right here on the Z Top 10. Every time I do have someone in the building. Yeah. It's about that time where you have to drop a freestyle, my brother.
Drop some bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what?
So
we'll give you a sneak peek of Rise Up. So just
All right. So let's do this. It's your preference. Do you want me to play an instrumental or you want to do it without an instrumental?
Give me an instrumental. Let's see.
All right. He wants an instrumental. All right. Let's get into it. Wow. Let me pick one up right now.
Okay.
All right. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let go.
All right.
Viper V, you want to say something? Okay.
Yeah.
JD Sabanji. Rise Up. 25th of May. Africa Freedom Day. Let's go. Check. You ready for conversations? They might have reservations because what I bring broadens up the gleam of emancipation. It's the birth of a nation, the death, the deprivation. Make the mind ruminate as I illuminate on the situation. Open up revelation. Stay with me, don't be impatient. Get us to the church to show that we been purchased to go and rule the nations. Been on the search for the wretch of the earth. Culture got smirched when they brought in the church. We chirp and perch, regarded as merch. My people lurch, master put out a birch. Free as a bird, may never reply. Can't find it within, so I look to the sky. Trade just bartered the truth for a lie. Now capitalistic without knowing why. This one right here definitely gonna fly over the heads of the masses in line.
Ask me your questions, I'll tell you no lies. On straight street scales, fall from your eyes. I ain't here to spread rumors as I conjure and speak through the spirit of bomb and groomer. Neo-colonial evildoers still exploit consumers, claiming their motives are pure. Somehow we bought the manure. Must be the greed for sure. How kings are lords. You think you're only 3/5 as priests preach. Hams and sentence cannot endure. How easily we forget that we're Moors. We civilized Europe and taught them about swords. Circumnavigate the earth in our tours and certainly educate them about cures. History shows us what they have done to us. A blade of underdevelopment ran through us. We made them family that turned into bruters. Shared a table and they pulled up like Judas. How does a land of abundant wealth, milk and honey still harbor the poor? How come the massive resources continually process gross only the fuel we never secure? We cannot ensure the safety of any leader they can't allure. Time will mature, but time will procure the courage carried and embodied a genital. Rest assured, we're striding the strides of the great KK. Blessed for sure, desire the Bamosi no matter what they say. We live as king, with the scepter of his imperial majesty. I'm talking about him, the legacy of Emperor Haile Selassie.
Yeah, Rastafari!
Hey, 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 hey. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
I think.
Rise up.
Can somebody call the fire brigade right now?
Hey!
Can somebody call the fire brigade? This mic is on fire right now. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, that is JD Sabanji. JD. Oh my goodness, man. Whoa.
Yeah, that's good.
Whoa.
We ready for more this evening?
No, whoa. Why not be there? Well, I mean, you just have to be there.
Yeah.
There you have it. That's JD Sabanji. Wow, JD. Oh my goodness. You. Ish, man. Right.
I'm sorry, man. I'm
Calm
sorry.
down.
Are you leaving DJ speechless, man? That's not fair. That's not fair.
Woo.
I just want all the listeners to pull up on us, especially African Freedom Day, the 25th of May. We're on Ibex Hill, opposite Dream Valley Main Street. That's the day. Bring your friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Pull up on us if you want to hear more live bars, entertainment, face paint, get some good food, good vibes, good people. Zambia, rise up, get behind your local Zambian artists. I want every Zambian right now to go on YouTube, type in The Great KK and listen to that song and get that wisdom.
Let's go. Let's go.
Bless. It's been a pleasure, JD. And before you leave, just words to the listeners and a few people as well, your fans. Just, a heart-to-heart kind of situation.
Heart-to-heart kind of situation. I think we'll have more of that this evening at the listening party. And even more tomorrow when it'll be more intimate, just, with the release party itself. So there'll be tickets. The tickets are only going for 50 kwacha. Yeah.
We've got t-shirts on
We've
sale.
got t-shirts on sale as well, just rise up t-shirts. Yeah, and I think our man here is going to be able to give away some. You just have to call in, just tell us what you think about that bars.
Yeah.
What you're more excited about, just about the rise up theme itself.
Yeah, we got some free tickets for
There are
Sunday.
tickets as well that they have here for Sunday and 0773-824-130. You know how we do it. 0773-824-130. And you will find yourself winning a ticket to the Rise Up album launch by JD Sabanji.
Let's go.
So we will get into that as well. So most definitely, JD, it's been a
Man,
pleasure.
really appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure.
Even just with the Pan-African theme and just being on Pan-African radio, the voice of Africa, being called to just come and express ourselves, it's an honor, man. And
100%. Mr. Drumz, we appreciate you.
Bless. It's been a pleasure. And,
hashtag DJ Drumz.
That's right. JD Sabanji right here, and play you another song by JD, and here it is.
I know we're running late and even with short notice.
But appreciate it so much.